All kinds of angst after a long day on the air, coming out, scraping, slipping, not worrying about anything once I have the FrostGuard in place, because it actually is going to be the way I can peel it off my front windshield and have a clear shield that I can drive away. You're seeing it here put into use. See the difference? One less thing you have to scrape, one less thing you have to brush off. And it doesn't have to be if you live in a really snowy part of the country. Listen, sometimes there are chilly mornings in moderate, climate states where you have unexpected frost, and probably a lot of you there don't know how to handle that on some mornings,
absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing worse than coming out and finding that and realizing that's going to delay you 10 more minutes as your defroster kicks into gear, and you wait for it to warm up the windshield, and you hope that it gets you on the road as soon as it can. Just get the FrostGuard. Let it protect your windshield and your side view mirrors, and you will be good to go. Scott Hine brings it to us. Always good to see you,
So
Scott.
good to see you. Thanks for having me back.
Wraps up as a great gift, everybody. And this show is all about must-have gifts. And let me tell you, anybody that you know who drives a car in a climate where there might be frost, ice, or snow must have a FrostGuard for their car, Scott.
Yeah, and I think to your point, I mean, last year's winter was a fairly mild winter by standards, but there was still snow in 48 states and ice in all 50 states. So it can be used practically anywhere. So, and the thing is, I think why it's been so popular over the years, Jill, is because it's a 30-second solution to a 30-minute problem, but the problem is really one of the nastiest ones, because it's when you're at your worst. So not only is it a problem, but you're freezing cold during that problem.
Yes.
So when it is, say for example, a couple weeks from now, it's about 13 degrees, 6:30 in the morning on a Tuesday, you're already late for work, you're late getting the kids to school, you come out to half an inch of ice or whatever on your windshield, there's nothing you wouldn't pay to have that gone and be in your car going.
Right, you're right.
Guess what? You don't have to pay that much. You just got to get yourself a FrostGuard. You put it on ahead of time. The snow and the ice never get to your windshield, so guess what? Your car is ready to go, your windshield's ready to go when you're ready to go.
It's so funny because when it is snowy weather here on the East Coast, and specifically here at QVC, you pull into where all of the hosts park our cars, and every single host has a FrostGuard on their front windshield. And it's funny because we all have the version that sort of ties into the personalities.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
Sure,
somebody
absolutely.
maybe has this one, somebody has that one. Let's show all the different options that we have. We actually have them on display back there, Scott, if you want to take everybody
I'd be glad to. So right here on top is the black. That's the obvious one as a gift. If you don't know what color to get someone, it's going to match any car, right?
Yes.
This is new and exclusive this year. I really like this. It's blue plaid. And then you come over to here, this is crimson, real good neutral basic color. Come down here, also new and exclusive is the teal, Jill. Come across here, this is my personal favorite, the tinsel. It's the one I have on the car right now.
Kind of a raspberry color with gray.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Snowflake right here. And coming across camouflage, guys and gals both love this one. Snow leopard. And then you come over here and it's Nordic. And then Nordic is kind of nice because I call it like a holiday sweater for your car.
Yeah,
so
nice.
It's really nice, yeah.
Do I get these covers for my side view mirrors too?
You do indeed. They're included, so it's kind of nice. The more that's covered, the less ice there is, so
and
you're good to go.
And there are two sizes, Scott.
Absolutely.
So there's a standard and there's an XL. How do I know which fits which kind of car?
Right, here you go. That's a super important question, because if you have a compact car all the way up to a small SUV, then you're going to want to get the standard. Anything from like a Ford Explorer up to an Escalade or a Ford F-150, you're going to want to get the XL. Proper fit is the proper function. If you're unsure in that midsize SUV, go ahead and cheat up to the XL. But if you have a smaller car, please, please, please do get the standard.
Yeah, don't think bigger's better with your small
correct.
compact cars. Where would like a Jeep Wrangler or some of those Jeeps
they're
fall?
right in the middle, so you could cheat up a little bit on those. But the little guys like a Rogue, go ahead and stay on the small side.
And what are they made out of? Like, why does this fabric give me that snow-free, frost-free, ice-free windshield?
It's as if you know this product and use it yourself. The key here is, don't be fooled by the imitators. Ours is the original. It works the best because it's made the best.
Yeah.
What you're looking at here, Jill, is 600D polyester. So you're thinking military-grade tent material, luggage material, takes a beating and it won't fray or tatter in the elements. But the big story here, the science behind this, is this shiny backing, this PVC backing is what prevents the ice, the slush, the snow from coming down through, and I'll prove it to you. What we have here is a windshield that we've covered with a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And this is the first I've said this. This is literally the piece of paper that we used all of last year and all of this year. I have not changed this piece of paper once, and you can see what it looks like, right? So I'll cover it up with the FrostGuard, all right? Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some snow here on top of the piece of paper that's exactly like the one that's on the windshield. We'll mash that in good. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna take some water here. But what I want you to notice is two things, Jill. First and foremost, the water beads up and runs off the front of the FrostGuard. That's exactly what you wanna see. Doesn't penetrate down in, doesn't soak in. But what you also see is that this paper is now discolored. So that means if even one drop of water, one flake of snow went down through the FrostGuard, you would see it. And as I pull this back, it is once again,
awesome.
for 2 years straight, bone dry. And what that means is your windshield's ready to go, your car's ready to go when you're ready to go.
Over 600 of these have been ordered. We're going to show you the features here. This is also a great item, again, for college students who aren't going to be able to park out in garages, whose cars are left outside.
Yeah.
This is going to make it easier for them to, again, when they have to get in their car and go to class or whatever. A lot of you don't always have, you know, the luxury of a garage for all of your vehicles. It's nice to know that this is going to be put on it so that overnight, when that unexpected snowstorm or ice storm or frost occurs, your car will be easier to get ready to go in the morning. Those mirror covers used to be extra purchases. They now, as you can see, are included, which I think is awesome. And did I mention this Easy Pay? I'm so remiss. $3.90 a month, you guys. This is on a 6-pay Easy Pay plan for $3.90 a month. So really, anybody in your home who has a car will love this item. And even if you are somebody who has a garage where you do park your car, how many times have you run to the grocery store or run errands? You're inside for a while, you come out, it's slushed, it's snowed. Again, you weren't prepared for it. Oh, I didn't even have the scraper in the car. Then you're sitting there wasting gas and time because you're trying to get the car heated up with the defroster so that you can actually just drive home, right?
Yeah, you're 100% right.
It's such a problem solver.
Well, and I make the joke that the only thing worse than not having a FrostGuard is having one and forgetting to use it. Because that's the first time you're like, oh my gosh, did I really do that? Like, so you just put it on every single night. It's simple. It takes 10 seconds. Here's how. Fit Fast system. These super durable elastic stretch bands here. And there's different loops. And what that means is it'll fit any car, truck, or SUV on the market today without a problem. They go over your mirror, okay? Now the other thing you'll notice is over on Jill's side, there is a security flap, all right? And inside that flap is a fiberglass dowel rod that is inside the car door, okay? Once that car door is shut, that dowel rod cannot come out. So I'll start pulling on it here, right? Once you lock the car, this is on for good. There is no way to get it.
Nobody can take it.
No.
And the wind's not going to blow it away.
That's exactly correct.
It's not going to blow off of your car. It's secure.
Yeah, I am not a light guy by any stretch. And this car is moving before the FrostGuard is moving.
Awesome.
It's not going anywhere.
Love
and then
that.
I want to show you something too that I think is really important.
Yeah.
So what we have here is this extended. This is the longest extension we've ever offered.
This flap, right?
And what that does is it covers up your windshield wipers. So I know you're a California girl at heart, but I know when you learned when you came here to the East that you put your windshield wipers vertical, right?
Yes.
The problem is
you don't want them to get frozen down onto your window, your windshield, because then if you try to rip them up, then you destroy the blade.
Not a bad idea.
I'm a good student, Scott.
No, great student, except here's the problem. Here's what we all do, or here's what the California folks do that don't know, is they take it and they snap it back down.
Right.
Guess what you just did? You broke your wiper blade.
Broke it.
So along about April, we can't figure out why the rain is smearing across your windshield.
Yeah.
It's because back in January, you broke your blade. Well, guess what? How about you just put that over top? You never have to worry about it. So it protects the windshield wipers and the windshield, the viewable area by far and away. And that's why, to me, it's such a great gift because you'll get that phone call. It may not be the day after Christmas or Hanukkah, but you'll get that call along maybe a week or two later, about maybe 6:30 in the morning, but someone's going to call you up and say, this is the greatest thing ever because you just saved me 30 minutes of swearing and scraping and going nuts. This is a lifesaver. It's a great product.
I can tell you, this is one of those items that a lot of people who've never shopped with QVC before make their very first QVC purchase. Because here's the thing, Scott, if I saw this in a box in a retail store, I would look at it, I would read it, I'd be like, FrostGuard, what? And I'd keep on walking. What I love here at QVC is we can actually show you how you put it on your car, how it was designed, why it's going to stay secure, how it's protecting your windshield wipers, showing you that waterproof demo so that you can really understand there is a difference here with the quality. I don't think you would understand all those things if you just saw it in a box in a store.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's a great point because I think about when I think about this product, I think about my mom. I won't say her age, but she's starting to get a couple years in, and I don't want her out there scraping in the cold. I care about her. So if there's someone like that, think about if you know a nurse or a doctor who works at the hospital, or someone who's a waiter or a waitress that goes out at night. It's not just the idea of you don't want them out there 2 in the morning because it's miserable. It's a bit of a safety issue too.
Sure.
Let's get them in their car as quick as possible. Well, if they go to work, it's not getting stolen because of the security panel. So if they go to work, they put it on their car. You know that when they come out of the hospital, the restaurant, or whatever heck, here at QVC, QVC, the hours we work. When they come out, they know that their car's ready to go, their windshield's ready to go when they're ready to go.
Can we show all the different patterns and colors again?
Absolutely. So right here on top is the black. So if you're thinking about this as a gift, it's the easiest one because you know it's going to work on any car.
Yes.
Blue plaid here. I love this.
That's brand new, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Brand new and exclusive. Crimson is a real nice base neutral color. Brand new and exclusive this year, teal, Jill. And then we're coming over here. This is tinsel, my personal favorite. Snowflake is really cool. Camouflage is equally popular with the guys and the gals. Fashionable and practical for the guys. Snow leopard. And then when we come over here, this is Nordic, which I like to call a holiday sweater for your car.
Remember, the easy pay plan here is 6 payments of $3.90. This is a 600 denier fabrication. It's not going to rip easily. It's not going to tear. It has that PVC on the back. That's what creates that waterproof barrier. So the wet snow, the wet ice, the slush is not getting through to the windshield. This doesn't freeze to your windshield. It makes it that much easier when you're cleaning your car off, or you just need to scrape that windshield. You'll be scraping no more because the FrostGuard is protecting that windshield during the harsh winter season.
Yeah, that's really is the key, is that it makes things so easy. There's nothing worse. So really, like, there's so few problems worse than when you come out and your car's covered with snow or ice, and then what do? You grab a shovel, you try and chip it, you just, nick your windshield, scrape the car's paint, or you're trying to, scrape it, you're swearing, you're freezing cold, you're miserable, you're late for something.
Right.
It's nothing worse. It's the worst feeling because you're cold and miserable. But when you have the FrostGuard, no matter how much snow, we had 31 inches last year on that one monster snowfall we had. I had the FrostGuards on, pulled them right off. It takes the beating, and guess what? Your windshield is clean and ready to go when you're ready to go. That's the snow and the water.
That water and wet snow's been sitting there the whole presentation.
8-9 minutes now at least.
It did not soak through.
Yep.
Right?
The paper's wet on top because of the water and the snow, not on the bottom, bone dry, and that means if you put it on ahead of time, before it comes, your windshield will be bone dry. It'll be ready to go when you're ready to go.
2,500 have now been requested. There's 2 sizes to choose from, everybody, the standard and the XL. Here's the chart to help you decide what you need.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have a compact car all the way up to a smaller SUV, maybe like a Nissan Rogue, then you go ahead and get the standard. But anything from like a Jeep Grand Cherokee or a Ford Escape, something like that, all the way up to a Ford F-150 or a Tundra, go ahead and get the XL. Proper fit is the proper function. You do want it to fit, but the nice thing is this year, because that security panel, it's not going anywhere. I could pull on this all day long. It's not going, but then what is going away is the snow and the ice. Peel away the winter. Have your car ready to go when you're ready to go.
Don't forget, you get those side view mirror covers as well. Stay on the line if you're dialing in. A great practical present. Believe me, anybody who lives in a winter climate will appreciate that gift. Thanks, Scott. Nice to see you.
Always great to see you.
Listen, just want to let you know that our today's special value has now moved to advanced orders. So if you want